Welcome everybody to the 55th Polaris Crandon World Championships presented by Toyota. Let's go places. Grab your favorite beverage, settle into the couch, chuck that remote across the room. You are in the right place at the right time, right here on MAV TV for the Crandon World Championships. All right, it is time for the Red Bull Cup opening ceremonies. And with the announcement, let's go up to Ken Stout.
Thanks a lot, Chris, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Crandon. You are at the big house on the biggest weekend of the year. As you can see, the chariots are all lined up down there on the front straightaway. But don't worry, if they're not right in front of you, we're going to tell you who they are, and we're going to introduce you to the Gladiators that will be driving them here in this massive cup race with $30,000 on the line. Okay, let's introduce you to our Gladiators as he sits there on top of the truck, quite possibly his last ever Pro 2 race as he's looking squarely at the Pro 4 class. But for today, his name is Mickey Thomas out of Dawsonville, Georgia, your 2024 Pro 2 champ, 7 wins and 11 podiums on the season. Right alongside one of the young guns and fresh off of a win just a couple of days ago, one day ago in fact, his name Ricky Gutierrez, 3 wins on the season and 4 podiums, a tough player in Pro 2. We go to our next player. Yeah, this guy is tough as well, out of Iron Station, North Carolina, a transplant from California. His name is Ryan Beat, a 2-time Pro Light champ, second in the points with 3 wins and 10 podiums here this year. Next up, out of Riverside, California. Yeah, side-by-side champ. He's a wheelman. He'll make you pay if you let him get close. Put your hands together for Ronnie Anderson. Next up, we go to the number 1 truck. 1 year ago, he was the man to beat out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, the 2023 Pro 2 champ. This is Corey Winter. Next up is the number 90 out of Appleton, Wisconsin. 2 podiums on the season. Put your hands together for Zach Zakowski. One of the biggest names in all of motorsports. Certainly recognized here in short course as a 6-time short course off-road champ. 3 in Pro 2, 3 in Pro Light, and a 2-time Cup winner. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Deegan. Next up, out of Simi Valley, California, another veteran here in the class of Pro 2s. Put your hands together for Mr. Troy Cox. And out of Quebec in Canada, we'll love to have our friends from the north down here to battle with us in the States and right here at Crandon. Put your hands together for Patrick Dennis. And we welcome from Corona, California, making their first run here this weekend with us, we welcome the number 99 truck of Brock Hanmer. Next up, driving in multiple categories all weekend long, but has chosen the Pro 2 here in this battle. Put your hands together for the Waverly, Minnesota driver, Travis Milhausen Jr. Out of Kathleen, Georgia, another guy that competes in different categories here, a very tough player and has been under the tutelage as well of Ryan Beat. Put your hands together for Jacob Rosales. And Mickey Thomas. Let's go to the number 17 truck. Great to have him here as well. I believe was up on the desk a little bit earlier. Out of Elk River, Minnesota, this is Seth Quintero. He qualified it on the pole. You'll recognize the last name for sure. The 2023 Pro Light champ. He had 2 wins and 9 podiums. He also has a cup win this year as well, as he is a rookie in the Pro 2 category. Finished up 3rd in the points out of De Pere, Wisconsin. Put your hands together for Kyle Greaves. one of the most decorated, quite possibly the most decorated short course off-road racer. It's hard to believe at the age of 29 you would call somebody a future Hall of Famer, but I am confident in that statement. As you look at the number 33, your 2024 three-time champion. Yes, 3 different categories, including Pro 4, 21 career championships, over 100 career wins, and an 8-time Cup winner. This, ladies and gentlemen, is C.J. Greaves. And the number 44 truck out of Conyers, Georgia. Another tough player, brand new ride here this year, and he has shown up to win. Second in the points, 3 wins, 7 podiums. Put your hands together for Jimmy Henderson. We met his brother just a few minutes ago out of Menifee, California, a Pro 4 champ, a 2-time Cup winner. He can get it done for sure. This is R.J. Anderson. Almost called J.J. Foyt for a minute, buddy. All right, let's go to the number 15 truck. Another tough player here, multiple class winner, nearly won the championships in side-by-side, and a winner here in the Pro 4 category out of Elk River, Minnesota. This is Andrew Carlson. As we go to the number 93, he had options here for this race, what he wanted to compete in, and he has chosen the Pro 4. A multi-class racer, did earn a podium here this year in the category. Put your hands together for Johnny Holcher. And we've heard this guy's name all weekend long. An Ultra 4 champ. He's in his rookie season here in Pro 4, but he won 4 races in Ultra 4 this weekend. An unbelievable, great weekend. Put your hands together for Paul Wolf. And driving the number 28 truck, a former UTV champ, rookie here in Pro 4, making his 4th start, does have 45 career wins out of Palm Springs, California, Robert Stout. And we go to the number 35 truck. He became the 32nd winner in the history of Pro 4 since 1998, just one day ago. It was an incredible day for him. Let's put your hands together for the Holtville, California driver, Cole Mamer. We talked about future Hall of Famers. How about a current Hall of Famer? Over 125 career wins, 9 championships, and an 8-time Cup winner out of Swamico, Wisconsin. You know him. He's the hometown favorite, Johnny Greaves. And next up in the 91 truck, a UTV champ and 4-time King of the Hammers winner. He's as tough as they come out of Miller Sports, Ohio, Kyle Cheney. And another rookie in the category, making his final start. He will run on with another series next year, but young Kanan Baker is a UTV champ. He has certainly proven he is worthy to be part of this category. His first year in Pro 4 with 3 podiums out of Owasso, Oklahoma. Put your hands together for the number 21 driver, Kanan Baker. That, ladies and gentlemen, are your gladiators that will compete here in the big Red Bull Cup. We'll throw them all down here in just a little bit. In the meantime, we'll take a quick break, relax, we'll get them back inside of the truck and over to the starting line. It's time to battle for $30,000.
The Red Bull Crandon World Cup is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Crown Performance. Know what the pros know. Crown Performance brake lines. And by Polaris. Think outside.
And once again, we welcome you back here to the 55th Polaris World Championships. But now it's time for the 9th running of the Red Bull Crandon Cup. That's what it's all about. This is the Mac Daddy at the end of the year, the big payoff, if you will. If there's ever a time you walk back with just the steering wheel, this is the race.
Well, absolutely. A lot of people say the Baja 1000, the Indy 500, the Daytona 500, those are the races. You ask some racers, would you rather have a championship or that cup? And I'm telling you, a lot of these drivers out here would love to walk away and hold that cup in front of either the other Pro 2s, Pro 4s, and everybody and say, I am the Crandon Cup champion.
You could literally say your career is complete if you walk away with this cup and not win a championship.
Well, it's definitely huge. I mean, it is something that when you walk into the office at Crandon, you see the likes of Jack Flannery, Walker Evans, the list goes on and on, Scott Taylor, Jeff Kincaid, Keegan Kincaid, and the list goes on. And to say that you're one of those guys really holds something special to you. And it's because it's a unique race, because the Pro 2s start out front and they try to run and hide as quick as they can, but they have the big bad wolf of the Pro 4s chasing them down. And with this track, the Pro 4s are going to be quite a bit faster.
So as we take a look at them, they will line up the Pro 2s. We'll get the Pro 4s lined up as well. In the meantime, we had a very special ceremony on Thursday night during the Golden Ticket Dinner, and it involved retiring two numbers, the number 36 for Rick Huseman and the number 99 for Kyle LeDuc. We'll show you a very special piece here and part of that.
So an industry first here in short course off-road. We've never retired numbers in this form of sport. And we're going to retire a couple here tonight. This off-road family is really tight-knit. Let's talk a little bit about Rick. Rick was a great guy. He was quiet for the most part. He was never the guy at the end of a race, no matter how bad the cards were dealt him, that went out and wanted to fight or MF somebody or this guy or the series. Or he just went back to his pits and he went to work on his truck, and he showed up the next day. And he was like a silent assassin. I promise you, when he put the helmet on and they dropped the green flag, he was there for one reason, and it was to kick your ass. And he was good at it. He was really good at it. So we will retire the number 36 tonight.
And of course, hats off, nice round of applause. If you don't mind, Michelle is here. Michelle Huseman is here. Her son Ricky is here. And we will continue to remember their father as well, her husband, his father. Boy, what an impression he put on all of us, left us with all. So a very, very special night. But as I said, he wasn't the only one. It was also the number 99. We saw our good friend Kurt LeDuc up there just a moment ago with that incredible poem. And he did have the composure to come up and speak as well, but it was a tough, tough situation losing Kyle LeDuc so recently. He should be out here with us right now, ripping around this track, but unfortunately, he left us too soon.
These two guys raced so similar. Their talent's absolutely incredible. There's no denying that they were an exception to the best in the field as they managed to win no matter what. Kyle blew me away when he showed up with a brand new truck and went out and won with it right out of the gate. I don't think I'd ever seen that happen before, but in the Pro 4 category, that's no easy feat. And Kyle was trained of tough love. You want to go racing? No problem, pal. There's a grinder, there's a welder, there's a bender, get after it. And that tough love turned Kyle into one of the most ferocious racers we've ever seen out here in the dirt.
As we say, it was a tough moment for sure. It was a very special ceremony, but it was a very needed ceremony. So yeah, a nice round of applause for both the 36 truck of Rick Huseman, the 99 truck of Kyle LeDuc. They're not with us right here as we can see them, but they will always be in our hearts, and they will forever be remembered here at Crandon International Raceway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting everybody lined up here to throw the green flag. This is exactly what those two competitors would want us to do, and we're going to do it when we come back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Crandon International Raceway. It's time for the 9th running of the Red Bull World Cup here at Crandon. I'm Ken Stout, Ricky Johnson standing right alongside. Yeah, get out of your seats. It's time to send the absolute best in the business through the most exciting Turn 1 in all of motorsports. The Potawatomi Turn 1 here at Crandon International Raceway. Labor Day weekend. It's the big house. $30,000 on the line. Are you ready, Crandon?
So as we're watching these drivers, we see the starter go down the line. He's going to let everybody know this is when all the crew has to walk away and you are by yourself. They've done their work. They've done the prep. They've set the tires. They've fueled the cars. They've done everything. Now it's in the driver's hands to get that quick reaction time, match those shifts, and try to get to that first turn first.
And this is part of a historic moment here at Crandon. The last turn of this track is called Cowboy Corner, and Cowboy used to run across in front of all the trucks with his cowboy hat on. He was an older dude, but he still got it done, and he would point at every single one of the drivers to say, hey, I hope you're ready to go, because it is time to get it done. So that's part of the sequence that goes on here, and we'll always remember Cowboy, and of course have honored him with the name of a turn. Up to the starting box, the flagger goes. You see the red box, the red door there. The red door will change to yellow, and then they'll throw the green flag. On board with CJ Greaves. The Starstream onboard camera is going to give us a live view, so we'll be able to keep an eye on one of the absolute best to ever get behind the wheel. All right, he's ready to move the door. We are almost there, Crandon. The door is yellow, waiting for the green flag, and the Pro 2s are coming! Looks like Mickey Thomas with a nice hole shot. Gutierrez right there beside him.
No, that is Corey Winter coming from place 4 with Ricky G on the inside. Actually, no, that is... Yes, Ricky G in second with Corey Winter pulling a hole shot, trying to put a cap on his deal.
Yeah, Mickey Thomas there in 3rd place. Some carnage back there. We'll see if they can get that truck out of the way. The Pro 4s are coming. We don't want to ruin this split if at all possible, but safety is a first concern for sure. We'll see if they can get it done here and get him out of the way to continue this start. Contact in the back. You can see right there the number 52. That is Ronnie Anderson involved with Ryan Beat. Ryan Beat with a throwback scheme there. And we're going, we will have a restart. So we will have a restart. The right thing to do here, if in fact we do still have a truck out there in the track, I believe a wheel came off of one. And there's a look at the 78 truck of Gutierrez, and there's the wheel.
That's a wheel.
That's a wheel, and it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be attached to the left front of number 96.
Yeah, what a shame right there. I mean, Troy Cox, all the work, all the preparation, flying the Trump colors there on that truck, but all the work, all the preparation for the teams out here, and to have something go wrong in this big race, especially at the beginning, without even a chance to fight, is a heartbreaker.
It happens all the time. It happened to me in the after the barn jump in the roost, couldn't see, ran right into the wall, broke my right front, similar to what he had happen. So it's one of those things. You're giving it all you got, and when you do get taken out, it's one of those things that just it breaks your heart, because you know how hard your crew has worked to get you out there.
Well, the bad news for the drivers is they're going to have to do this all over again. The good news for the crowd is they're going to have to do this all over again.
one more time through turn 1.
We'll be right back with more racing action from the Red Bull Crandon World Cup. The Red Bull Crandon World Cup is brought to you by Toyota, let's go places. El Bandito Yankee Tequila, break out the Bandito. And by Buzz Electric Bicycles, buzz through life.
Looks like they've been given a thumbs up to everybody, checking with the Pro 4s in the back row as well. Keep in mind the Pro 4s have been sitting there running now for a good bit. And we go back to the starter box. Okay, Crandon, let's try this one more time. The yellow board is open, waiting for the green flag. Let's go racing!
Ricky G with another great start, and also Corey Winter once again. Looks like it was driver Ricky G with the whole shot, and now to the inside. Looks like Mickey Thomas coming out second.
Boy, a beautiful job out of everybody, right up to the wall for a couple of drivers, but did not hit. Mickey nice and clean through there, had a chance to lean on Ricky G. Ricky G goes high. Mickey makes a pass here at the bottom.
That's exactly the move that Mickey Thomas was looking for, and we started right at 30 seconds. Pro 4 is on the way, and up the inside is CJ Greaves.
RJ Anderson. Pro 4s can get through there cleanly as well. It is on for sure. A bunch of roosts as they try to fight their way through.
So now it's time for CJ Greaves to go to work. Can he make up that 30 seconds? RJ Anderson and Jimmy Henderson keeping him honest the whole time, and right behind them, I mean, he's got to go to work. He's got to make sure that he's clean and don't get held up.
Oh!
Bicycle by CJ Greaves.
Was able to save it, hardly lost any time, certainly did not lose a position. Henderson right behind him, RJ Anderson behind him, Cole Mamer. So a good start here for the Pro 4s as well.
Jimmy Henderson, Mickey Thomas out in front, that Majestic right behind Ricky G. So these two drivers need to leave each other alone and go as fast as they can, because in a situation like this, you don't want to hold each other up. With the gap between them, they are in a good position, because look at all of those Pro 2s that the Pro 4s have to get by.
And unfortunately for Corey Winter, who got that whole shot at the previous start, he did not get it here, finds himself a little bit deeper. Mickey Thomas will need to run qualifying laps here to try and stay away. It's 10 laps in distance, and look at the dust, look at the roost out of the Pro 4s through Cowboy Corner. And there's that sun you were talking about as well.
Jimmy Henderson trying to keep CJ Greaves honest, chasing him down as we're going to get some lap times in the split on it. Mickey Thomas still up front as we're watching CJ Greaves go to work.
How about that onboard shot right there? Starscream giving us a good look at him in mid-air right there. CJ Greaves working his way around. Entering the gravel pit as we speak. A beautiful drone shot as well.
CJ Greaves has already made up 7 seconds on the leader. So right now, Mickey Thomas has a 23-second lead over CJ Greaves, who is leading Pro 4s.
So closing up that gap.
Jimmy Henderson running really, really strong. And so CJ's got to make sure that he doesn't make any mistakes to really let Henderson get on there and cramp his style a little bit, push his lines, and try to slow him down a little bit.
Another great onboard shot here of Corey Winter. Got that early hole shot on the first start. Has a little bit of work to do here. If he's going to win this one, he's got to get around a couple of fast trucks. And right now, Mickey is getting away. Ryan Bean, by the way, with that throwback paint scheme. I absolutely love it.
I knew a guy in 1998 that won a championship with that paint scheme.
He went on to win a few more races, I believe. I think his name was Jimmy Johnson.
That was 97 and 96, but thank you for that, Ken Stout. Kenny.
Great stuff right here. Already working his way into the Pro 2s. That is CJ Greaves, the number 33 truck, and you'll be able to watch him slice and dice. Wherever they go, he will go in a different direction. That's the beauty of the all-wheel drive truck. They can absolutely go to the bottom or go to the top. A lot of contact right there out of Jimmy Henderson. Tried to drive it down in the bottom and back it in, but there was a Pro 2 there.
They got to do everything they can to try to get by these guys. CJ Greaves already deep into there, and now he's at 20 seconds, so he's made 10 seconds. So 8 seconds the first lap, but now he only made 3 on Mickey Thomas, a second one, and we see Ronnie Anderson on the side with the number 52. So Ronnie Anderson out, one of the top Pro 2 drivers.
Yeah, now they've worked their way into the lap traffic, and it looks like the 21 truck, that is Kanan Baker, is over on his lid. That is down there in Cowboy Corner.
Now, if that was an advantage, if that happened after Mickey Thomas went by, that's going to give him a little bit because CJ Greaves had to slow down. So we'll keep our lap times and let you know the distance as much as possible.
Yeah, that'll be a corner caution from what we can see right there. You're looking out of the back of one of our onboard trucks. That is a Starstream panel, one of the Starlink panels that sends a signal up to the satellite.
CJ Greaves, as he works his way past Brian Deegan down into the gravel pit, as we're watching Mickey Thomas as he goes by. CJ Greaves is now 18 seconds back with Jimmy Henderson in tow. RJ Anderson back quite a ways. He's got some ground to make up, and there is no competition yellow in this race.
Yeah, so he has almost cut it in half and still has 6 laps to go here. 7 laps by time and scoring, but keep in mind it is a split between Pro 2 and Pro 4.
That was what we saw right there out of Mickey Thomas. Did everything right, but he cannot get the traction. When I was able to race and win this race, I would chase down Bryce Minzy. I made so much time because he's looking for traction, and I'm driving ultra aggressive with the all-wheel drive. So that's going to be the problem, especially as the track starts to dry out and get slick and get very much blue-green.
It's what it's all about. $30,000 on the line. The 44 truck, the Mystic back machine, still ripping off fast laps. He's got to keep digging if he's going to hang on. Gutierrez and Ryan Beat in a vicious battle here for second place in the Pro 2s.
Back and forth, Ryan doing an over-under. Looks like they're going to be side by side, but now look at that. Door-to-door teammates going into the gravel pit.
Side by side they go, and nice and clean. Maybe a little tag right at the very end. That's no harm, no foul right there. Ryan Beat, not quite enough. Gutierrez grabbing that win here earlier this weekend. He's been on fire. That truck has been fast. Yokohama back number 78.
But here comes CJ Greaves. He is already up into the top 8 when it comes to the two-wheel drives as he comes around.
3 wide there. Oh, and he gets a little bit of contact. Everybody gets through cleanly. They go up over the Polaris ski jump. Now they'll start the single out for him, which is right into his hands.
12
that is the 15 truck of Carlson, which is a Pro 4, by the way. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's Carlson, so it must be deep in the field.
Well, that is Johnny Greaves as he's chasing down Carlson, trying to work his way back to the front. Remember, Johnny had to start towards the back. Here, now we're watching CJ Greaves through the back as he starts to slice and dice his way through all the Pro 2s.
And look at the roost they kick up, just feeding it to the driver behind them.
Great race for second between Ricky G and Ryan Beat, but here comes CJ Greaves on the move. He's down to 9.7 seconds. So Mickey Thomas needs to run and hide and get away as quick as he can.
Great battle here for sure. We'll see if he can hang on. But that's what we talked about. Once those big gaps happen, CJ can go back to running those really fast laps and continue to close that gap. Digging hard with nobody in front of him. He's nearly up to 3rd place. Probably catch 3rd Pro 2 here by the end of this lap. 8.5 seconds away and still has half the race to catch him. That doesn't mean it's over, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can go wrong here. This battle between Johnny Greaves, the 22 truck, and Andrew Carlson in the 15, the Red Bull machine, has been absolutely vicious. Much like the Gutierrez-Ryan Beat battle as well.
There you go. You see CJ Greaves getting around Ricky G, shooting the inside of Brian Beat. Ryan did a great job getting by him, but now Ryan with a great run coming down into turn 1.
Oh, and problems for Henderson.
Yeah, Jimmy Henderson came out, stalled it on the outside of the bicycle a little bit, but now here goes CJ Greaves into 2nd place.
That'll make him the lone Pro 4 up there with no pressure behind him from another Pro 4, and he's just gone by another Pro 2, so gets by Ryan Beat. And now,
open track
to the leader. He's going to have to rip some laps. This will be exciting.
6.4 seconds behind Mickey Thomas with still plenty of laps to go. So we've been seeing about 3 seconds a lap, and now with open air and he's not passing anybody, he should be on Mickey's bumper in about a lap and a half.
Headed over the McCoy jump here as well at the finish line. Continue to pull gears. Take a look at the 33 truck, so accomplished. We talked about him winning 3 championships this year, 1 in Pro side-by-side, 1 in Pro stock. Look at him pitch that thing in there. And of course, 1 in Pro 4 as well. 21 at the age of 29. Nothing short of exceptional.
And there's your gap. CJ Greaves as he comes in, and watch the momentum that he can pull off the corner with all wheels pulling. So right now, he's a shark, he smells blood, and he can see Mickey Thomas right in front of him.
Mickey Thomas doing everything he possibly can as you watch him work his way through Potawatomi Turn number 1. Mickey Thomas, a great driver as well. A ton of wins inside of Pro Light, a ton of wins in UTVs, and of course, a ton of wins in Pro 2 and the championship. Corey Winter back there, he's about to deal with Pops Greaves. Papa G.
There's your first and second place. Mickey Thomas about a second and a half of CJ Greaves, and we still have 4 laps to go. So not a great place for Mickey Thomas at this point. As you said, doing everything that is humanly possible for him to do, driving the wheels off of that car, but when you got 4 wheels, it's an unfair advantage.
Yeah, CJ has so much experience, 8 big cup wins. He knows what this is about. He knows his situation from his spotter. He knows he has no pressure behind. He can be super patient right here and pick him off whenever he wants.
Yep. So
here's the big run
down the straightaway, and then he can throw it backwards into the corner and stay on the inside. So he'll double pump, throw it backwards, get to the inside, and away he goes.
Beats it just a little bit of a bumper and says, excuse me, but I need that little piece of real estate right there. Bye-bye.
And I'm going to let you know that I am the alpha male right now when it comes to this. So CJ Greaves doing what CJ Greaves does best. You can already see he's pulled out about an 8-car length lead on Mickey Thomas. Mickey doing everything right. But once again, Pro 2 versus Pro 4, this is what happens.
So great battles going on here everywhere on the course in our final race of the 2024 season here at the Big House, Labor Day weekend, and the 33 truck is looking at $30,000 payday right here, but he still has some work to do. Don't think this one is over, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Anything can happen at any time to any one of these trucks.
We've seen it happen. We've seen guys make it to the last turn, shred a tire. And as you said, anything can happen with these shadows now, with the sun in their eyes. Sometimes you miss a line a little bit, and some of the rocks and square edges, you can debeat a tire. So, but CJ Greaves is a master, I think, of running smooth and not hanging it out too far. He never comes in too sideways. Very, very smooth, very consistent.
I agree 100%. He has so much experience. No, and a fire right here, trying to figure out what truck that is. Mickey Thomas, Motorsports right there. So the 2023 Pro 2 champ with a scary moment right there.
I don't think that was Mickey. Oh, it is Mickey. Mickey Thomas out of the truck. Obviously, not a good way to finish this race, but tough to break. It's awesome to see him out of the truck, though, and safe.
Safety right there as well immediately.
This puts CJ way out in front, and right in behind him is Ryan Beat. But here comes Mamer. Mamer now right up behind Ryan Beat. He's looking to the inside, probably going to pass him as he goes through the sweet turns.
Yeah, Mamer grabbing his first career Pro 4 win here this weekend. Special moment for him. Great to see him. They worked so hard on that new truck. He's not been able to run an entire season, but did get that thing sorted, and it's been fast as of late.
White flag for CJ Greaves, and how is this for capping off a year? 3 championships, winning a world championship ring, and now bringing home the Red Bull Cup. It's going to be one great night for the Greaves family.
Yeah, an incredible 2024 for CJ as he continues to rewrite the record books. I believe at the top of the charts for all the Cup wins, it has been a tie for the most at the top with 8. A couple of those, including CJ and his father. The question is, can he break that tie right now and make it number 9? It certainly looks very good.
You'd have to build another barn just for all the trophies.
Yeah, no question about it.
Mickey Thomas trying to chase down Cole Mamer for the second place right now. So you got Mamer in second, Beat, and then Jimmy Henderson just went past Ryan Beat. There's Cole Mamer as he works his way through turn 1, and trying to chase him down is Jimmy Henderson.
Final lap here for the 9th running of the Red Bull Cup race. CJ Greaves has been dominant. Got the hole shot early on, flicks it through there.
If that was Pro 2, he would have been doing a 360, but he knows that Pro 4 so well.
He will check it up here and ease through calamity corner to the final turn and drive it across the stripe. Your winner here, C.J. Greaves. Boy, what a battle right there. 29 years of age, he has been absolutely incredible to watch in his career. Starting off in mod carts way back in the day.
Actually starting in motocross, so I'm going to take that credit. He started his motocross very, very strong, just like his father, Johnny Greaves. Started in motocross, moved into mod carts, then into buggies, Pro Light, Pro 2, and then now he is the man to beat when it comes to Pro 4.
Cole Mamer pulling up right alongside him. Jimmy Henderson in the 44 truck. That is Ryan Beat down there as well. The number 51 truck. The onboard there for CJ. That Toyota has been getting it done. They have been, we were talking about Johnny inducted into the Hall of Fame and his relationship with Toyota at close to 30 years. What an incredible run for that family and that relationship. There's a look at your Crandon Red Bull Cup results with CJ Greaves up top, Cole Mamer and Jimmy Henderson, an all Pro 4 podium. And there's a look at your winner. When we come back, we'll have a chance to talk to him. You do not want to miss it. Stay with us. We'll be right back at the Big House.
The Red Bull Crandon World Cup is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Yokohama Tire. Make every drive a performance. And by Lucas Oil. Keep that engine alive.
Well, welcome back to the 55th Polaris Crandon World Championships, and there is your Crandon Cup champion, CJ Greaves. What an impressive race. Unbelievable. Getting a well-deserved congratulatory hug. Fantastic. He chased down all those Pro 2s and never gave it back. A masterful race for a masterful driver, CJ Greaves. And for a recap of the race, let's send it back to Ken Stout and Ricky Johnson.
All righty, thanks a lot, Chris. Yeah, this is how it all went down. Keep in mind, we had two starts here. This is the second one for the Pro 2s. It was Ricky Gutierrez out there at the first on this second start. Right behind him was Mickey Thomas. Eventually would take over the lead. Then the Pro 4s were turned loose. Down on the far side, next to the wall, that's the 33 truck of CJ Greaves. He would get the whole shot, and they went to work. Right behind him was a 44 truck of Jimmy Henderson. And as you can see here, this is Mickey Thomas in the Pro 2 with a big lead.
Mickey Thomas did everything he could. Here we see Johnny Greaves and Andrew Carlson going back and forth. A lot of door banging going on.
Yeah, for sure. And then there was also a great battle. Unfortunately, Henderson got up on the bike, lost a lot of ground there as he was hanging tight with CJ, but a great battle going on in Pro 2 as well. Now, that is third place being passed, but in Pro 2, that was Ryan Beat. CJ Greaves getting it done, and now put his eyes on the leader.
Once he had a look at him, watch, he comes into Cowboy Corner, comes in, flicks it, gives just a little bit of tap to let him know, I'm coming through.
Tight quarters right there, but just took off, and that's what they do. Unfortunately for Mickey Thomas, that one caught on fire. They had to put the fire out immediately. All good here, but that allowed the 33 truck of CJ Greaves to wrap things up here and win this 9th running of the Red Bull Cup. All right, let's get it to Kristen Banks.
Thanks, Ken. What a race these guys just put on. How about a all Pro 4 podium right here for the Red Bull Cup Championship? Our third place finisher, we have Jimmy Henderson. Now, Jimmy, I just mentioned we have a all Pro 4 podium. What's it like in the driver's seat having to go through a whole field of Pro 2s?
Oh, it's wild. I mean, passing that many cars, and some of them are a little courteous, some of them aren't so. But we're moving a lot faster than them, so you kind of got to pick your time, and then you got like CJ up there just cutting through them, so you got to keep that pace with them, you know. But it was awesome. I mean, Crandon, Red Bull, Polaris, they put on the best show I've ever been to in my life. And I'm just proud to be a part of this.
Well, congratulations to Jimmy Henderson, your third place finisher. Now that second place finisher, Cole Mamer. You had quite the weekend, a Pro 4 win. Now you're on the podium of the Red Bull Cup Championship. How does it feel to have a weekend like that in Crandon?
Man, we needed this weekend. As everybody knows, I'm a blue collar guy, and everything that's in that truck is out of my pocket. You know, I have great supporters like Yokohama Tires and Bilstein Shocks that are funding me to help me get out here a little bit. But man, truthfully, I've been paying for everything out of pocket on that truck. So this weekend feels so damn good to be up with Jimmy and CJ and battling with these guys. We had a fluke race this morning, but we're back. I can't give it up to my guys enough, though. My dad, my mom, Russell, Brad, Mo, you know, they've all been killing it behind the scenes, and they deserve a weekend like this more than me. So kudos to you guys. This one's to you.
Y'all give it up for your second place finisher, Cole Mamer. All right, we have your Red Bull Cup champion, CJ Greaves. CJ, we all know you have a lot of titles, but how does five-time Red Bull Cup champion sound to you?
It sounds pretty damn good, I can't say. But, you know, anytime we can get up here and go through that many Pro 2s and just have a really clean run and just have fun with it is all we can ask for. And all you fans that hang out, better hang out tonight because it's going to be a party. But just can't thank all my crew, everyone that helps us out, everyone from Toyota that came out here, all the Crandon crew for putting up this money. We destroyed their track in that last run, and Jason says Cliff might flip our trucks out and shake the dirt out to give it back. But hats off to all you guys. It's an awesome job. We had a sweet track there at the end. And just really everyone that sticks behind us, Monster Energy, Toyota, Fox Shocks, Toyo Tires were hooking up great, Vision Wheels, VP Fuels and Lubricants, Impact Safety, Maru Safety Neck Brace, letting us air out the big jumps and protecting our necks out there. Just everyone, thank you guys, and let's have some fun tonight.
Now, I know the Red Bull Cup's exciting, but how about a $30,000 check? We have it over here. We're going to bring it over. Not a bad payday here at the track.
Hey, that's why we come to Crandon. These guys work their asses off for us, and they give us more money to race for this weekend than we probably race for all year. So, Jason, thank you to all you guys, all your sponsors and crew. Thank you, guys.
CJ, we have a couple other guests for you. We have Robert Wilson here with Boxo USA, and no one grab the check. Security, we need someone to protect this. But you have a Boxo toolbox that Robert Wilson's about to present you with. We can walk over here and check it out.
CJ, congratulations. Man, we want to present this on behalf of Boxo USA to you and your team. And we got your name that you're going to put on here once you're ready here. You want to do that? Do it. Hey, don't get a crease in it. You got to make sure it's straight. Make sure it's straight. There it is.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
And no bubbles. All right, last but not least, we have one more presentation.
I think my father would say you get a little collection of these now, sir. 55 years. 55 years. This young man just won another Top Gun trophy. 55 years we've been putting on the best off-road race in the country. And why? For the best fans in the country. For the best fans. My family, the community, everybody involved from the food. You guys made history today. You ate us out of food. But you didn't drink us out of beer.
Not yet.
We got one more night here. But again, I can't thank all the fans. If that wasn't worth the money to get in the gate, what these gentlemen just did and what they did all weekend long, I don't know where you could spend money any better than right here. in northern Wisconsin with the best race fans, the best drivers, and one of the best communities in the world. Thank you very much. See you next year.
Thank y'all so much. And that is all we have from the Crandon Red Bull Cup podium.
And thank you very much, Kristen Banks, for that wonderful presentation. And congratulations to your 2024 Crandon Cup winner, CJ Greaves. Man, what an amazing weekend it has been. And we cannot thank you enough for joining us here on MAV TV and on the MAV TV Go app. So for Ken Stout, Ricky Johnson, Miles Housequist, Jim Beaver, Pam Hall, and Kristen Banks, I am Chris Jacobs. It has been my pleasure hosting this weekend with you. Thank you so much, and have a fantastic night.